Sister Act is a 1992 American comedy film directed by Emil Artolino and written by Paul Rudnick as Joseph Howard, with musical arrangements by Mark Scheinman. It stars Whoopi Goldberg as a lounge singer forced to join a convent after being placed in a witness protection program. It also features Maggie Smith, Kathy Najimy, Wendy Makkena, Mary Wicks, and Harvey Keitel. Sister Act was one of the more financially successful comedies of the early 1990s, grossing $231 million worldwide. The film spawned a franchise, which consists of the 1993 sequel Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit, and a musical adaptation, which premiered in 2006. A remake of Sister Act is in the works. On December 7, 2018, it was confirmed that Regina Y. Hicks and Karen Gist were hired to write the script to Sister Act 3, to be released on Disney+. Did you know? This movie was later turned into a stage musical. Whoopi Goldberg appeared in a limited run of the London performance, this time playing Mother Superior. The church in which Whoopi Goldberg takes refuge is St. Paul's Catholic Church, located at 221 Valley Street, near Church Street, in San Francisco's No Valley district. The Rolling Stone magazine cover shown during the closing credits is real. Delris's girl group is named the Renelles, a combination of the names of two other girl groups from the 1960s, the Renettes and the Shirelles. The Reno, Nevada police station shown is the main post office in downtown Reno, with some real patrol cars parked outside for set dressing. The patrol cars were driven by officers working security on the set. The real police station in Reno didn't look as much like a police station to director Emil Artolino. Storyline warning: spoiler. In 1968, Delores Wilson is a young Catholic school student who is less than serious about her studies, greatly embarrassing her Nunn teachers. 24 years later, in 1992, Delores is a lounge singer in Reno, Nevada, performing as Delores Van Cartier. After she witnesses her gangster boyfriend Vince LaRocca execute an informant, Police Lieutenant Eddie Souther places her in witness protection. She is brought to St. Catherine's Convent in St. Catherine's Parish, in a run-down neighborhood in San Francisco. Delores initially objects, then relents. The head nun of St. Catherine's, Reverend Mother, also objects to taking Delores in, but Monsignor O'Hara, the local parish priest, convinces her to go along with it, as the police will pay the failing convent a good sum of money to do so. Disguised as Sister Mary Clarence, Delores initially has difficulty dealing with the rigid and simple convent life, but befriends the other nuns, Sister Mary Patrick, the elderly Sister Mary Lazarus, and the novice Sister Mary Robert. One night, after a poorly attended Sunday Mass, with a lackluster performance from the convent choir, led by Mary Lazarus, Delores sneaks out to a bar, followed by Mary Patrick and Mary Robert. They are caught by the Reverend Mother, who orders Delores join the struggling choir. With her singing experience, Delores is elected their director and transforms the choir. At the next Sunday Mass, Delores leads the much-improved choir in a traditional hymn, then shifts into a combined gospel and rock and roll interpretation. Although Reverend Mother is infuriated, Monsignor O'Hara congratulates the choir for their unorthodox performance, as new people were attracted to the service. Convinced by Delores, he allows the nuns to clean the church and the neighborhood. Their singing and efforts to revitalize the neighborhood attract media attention, and the parish starts to thrive. Souther chastises Delores for nearly being exposed on national television, as Vince has placed a bounty on her head. She assures him she will try to keep a lower profile, and Souther attends a mass. The nuns' choir continues to amaze parishioners and visitors, especially with a rendition of My Guy, rewritten and performed as My God. O'Hara informs the convent that Pope John Paul II, having heard of the choir's success, will visit the church. Delores tells Reverend Mother that Vince's upcoming trial means she will soon leave. The mother reveals she has resigned as abbess, believing she is no longer useful to the convent as her authority was undermined. Delores tries to convince her to stay, but the mother retorts that she believes herself too old-fashioned and incapable to continue in office. Souther discovers a corrupt detective in his own department who has given Delores' location to Vince and rushes to San Francisco to warn her. She and Mary Robert are kidnapped by Vince's men, but Dolores helps her escape. Afterward, Reverend Mother reveals to the nuns that Sister Mary Clarence is Dolores Van Cartier and explains why she had been hiding in their convent. They decide to rescue Dolores, requesting a helicopter pilot to fly them to Reno. Vince orders his men to kill Dolores, but they cannot bring themselves to shoot her dressed in a nun's habit. Arriving at Vince's casino, the nuns find her after she escapes from Vince's men. They become trapped in the casino lounge and Dolores prepares to sacrifice herself. Vince is hesitant, but prepares to shoot her. His hesitation is just long enough for Souther to shoot Vince in the arm and to arrest all three. Thanking Dolores for her actions, Reverend Mother decides to remain as abbess of the convent. Returning to San Francisco, the choir, led by Dolores, sing "I Will Follow Him" to a packed audience in a refurbished St. Catherine's, receiving a standing ovation from all, including Reverend Mother, the Pope, Monsignor O'Hara, and Souther. Dolores continues to guide and coach the choir as a touring musical group. See you later.